Nhắc lại một chút về câu chuyện hôm qua, chúng ta đã đến được với cuộc đàm phán quyết định tương lai Penacony các kiểu rồi. Nhưng mà thực sự nó cho một cảm giác rất là mông lung và nhảm nhí. Thứ nhất, một hành tinh thì không phải là một dạng công ty hay một cái gì đó. À, ví dụ đơn giản là tình trạng của một đất nước thôi. Một đất nước có khủng hoảng như thế nào thì không thể tự bán mình được. Huống chi là một hành tinh ha. Hành tinh này thì cũng sẽ không chả bán mình đâu. Thứ nhất là vai cánh của hòa hợp còn rất là lớn. Và Penacony cho dù có mất đi danh tiếng gì đi chăng nữa thì nó cũng là một cái gì đó có một không hai ở trong hệ thống vũ trụ này. Ít nhất đến giờ thì mình cũng chưa thấy cái nào tương tự như vậy. Nên nếu nói là Penacony bị chút xì căng đan này mà phải bị tiêu diệt hay là như thế nào đó thì đúng thật là vô cùng nhảm nhí. Nhưng mà bọn phát hành cũng chả hiểu mình đang làm gì nên chúng ta cứ nghe câu chuyện cho nó hết đi ha. Dù hấp dẫn thì đã không còn nữa rồi. Ơi,
Ready to mix your drink? Before we start, would you like to talk to your friends? We have plenty of time.
nói gì?
It's rare for all passengers to leave the Express together during a trailblazing expedition. But for Penacony, it seems most appropriate. Given the conductor's presence, there's no need to worry about it. However, it's crucial that we soon return to inform Pom Pom about the Nameless. In my dream, the Express stopped at many places, and passengers came and went. However, the five of us were always present, and the journey seemed never ending. Perhaps this could be a deep-seated desire inside me. And upon realizing this, I knew it wasn't real. No related records exist in the databank, but I have a theory. The hidden dangers of the Order have always been within the Harmony, and this issue existed within the family from the very beginning. However, now that more powers in the universe are aware of this secret, the situation in the cosmos will become more complicated. Like I said, we'll go and see. Once we've packed everything, we should head to our next destination.
Trời ơi, cái đó còn lâu lắm, nằm mơ đi cưng.
Ready to mix your drink? I'm not sure. I haven't seen him since our last meeting at the lounge. Come to think of it, he always did come and go quietly. We used to discuss everything here. But every time he'd leave, I'd realize that I didn't know him at all. Such is the mystery that is Gallagher. I have a hunch. Perhaps he's already fulfilled his wishes and won't be coming. Before we start, would you? All right, as you wish. I think I have it. Drowning sweetness. One of the most challenging drinks to make. A slight imbalance in the ingredients can result in an overwhelmingly viscous sweet taste. However, with the right ratios, you get a uniquely sweet drink with a lingering aftertaste. Not a bad choice. Let's start mixing.
Đừng có bắt tự pha để nghe mệt lắm nha. Đó.
Words always fall short. If you want to bring closure to past events at this lounge, there's no better way than mixing a drink.
Vậy sao?
Blend
Sao giống
all
quảng
your
cáo vậy?
memories and emotions together and stir them well. Through the filter of time, what remains in the glass is something to savor. Well, it's done. Here's to the nameless resting in peace, and to my friend Gallagher. The spirit of freedom will spread far and wide among the stars, and its legacy will be more timeless than a pastoral song. We're not accepted by the outside world, so we've gathered here. And one day, our souls will return to the same place. Cheers.
Thiệt. Sao mà câu chuyện ấy là còn nghe nói nhảm nữa vậy? Rồi lại tin nhắn gì đây? À.
Oh, are you leaving? Well, then take this with you. I've mixed more of this last special drink for you. The past shouldn't be forgotten. So I hope it brings back the flavors of Penacony.
Thank you. I'm sure it'll leave a lasting impression.
If you happen to run into Gallagher, make sure he has a sip too. I know his tastes, and he'll be thrilled.
Rồi đi thế nào?
All right, enough with the heavy stuff. You guys have important things to take care of, so let's not dwell on things. Whether it's the Astral Express or Penacony, there's still a long journey ahead. So let's lift our spirits, guys, and embark towards our tomorrows.
Old Odie is a tricky opponent. I didn't expect him to take the risky step of going public at such a critical moment for Penacony.
Indeed. He's definitely bold. It's that kind of boldness that made him the Odie Alfalfa he is today. Still, the outcome is uncertain. Shouting loud doesn't necessarily carry any weight. What about the phone call I asked you to make, Topaz?
Ah, they agreed. But it'll take some time before they arrive.
Just as it should be. The sweet dew should be served after the bitter poison.
Looks like we'll be skipping the exchanging apples step this time around.
Now that we're dealing with a greedy merchant, a simple apple wouldn't make a difference. Well, I guess I included myself in that remark too. Now I'm a bit curious, Topaz. Do you think Penacony is a quality asset?
Yes. Despite its recent calamity, Penacony remains a top-quality asset within the cosmos, with good credit, lucrative potential, and promising prospects.
Well, that's obvious. But what I truly wanted to know is, this project is obviously too bland for your taste, isn't it?
That's true. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Venturine.
But despite that, you trust him. You even entrusted him with a cornerstone. Something as precious as life itself, to finish this gamble.
Are you not in the same boat, Miss Jade? Without us playing along, your Jade Stone wouldn't have made it across the border so easily, allowing you to see all desires that flow through dreams to gain a bargaining chip in negotiations. That's why I'm willing to stake my Topaz Stone to cover for you. It's like one big elaborate game of chess.
Once that kid sets his mind to something, nothing can stop him. Not even fate. Well, at least he's still alive, and that's the best outcome.
Looks like we've strayed off topic, Miss Jade. Should we discuss our next steps?
No need. I'll go it alone. Meanwhile, you can go greet our honored guest and wait for my message.
Okay.
Is that Robin? Huh. She's also here on the Radiant Feldspar.
Rồi, sắp tới rồi. Câu chuyện là sao mà có cứ đổi góc nhìn từ nhân vật này tới nhân vật khác hoài vậy? Câu chuyện này là khó hiểu. Hello.
Greetings, Miss Robin. I didn't expect to meet you here.
Miss Jade? Greetings. The opening ceremony for the Charmony Festival has been moved to the Radiant Feldspar, so I'm here making some preparations. How about you? Have you spoken with Mr. Alfalfa?
I'm actually on my way to meet him right now. Do you know him well, Miss Robin?
Unfortunately, I've never met him. I've only heard a few comments from the former head of the Oak family. Mr. Alfalfa is respectable when it comes to business. But in other respects, I can't say the same.
Where do you think the future of the planet of festivities is headed?
I believe the sweet dream will see its rebirth. Just like the Radiant Feldspar resumed its voyage. The Harmony needs a new direction. Only by bidding farewell to the past can we actually sail into the future. There are no permanent allies or everlasting enemies. So let's both take what we need from this deal.
Naturally. I'm looking forward to your performance. See you at the festival.
See you later, Miss Jade.
Rồi lại phải chạy đi nữa rồi hả? Khổ thiệt chứ. Nói đi mọi người nhé. Vì câu chuyện quá là nhàm chán nên là mình tranh thủ Genshin rồi. Ok, khiêu chiến Genshin đã kết thúc rồi, và chúng ta tiếp tục thôi. Mà cơ bản thì chúng ta làm gì nhỉ? Chạy tới chạy lui vòng vòng vậy chưa vui đó hả? Và lại quay về chỗ này để làm gì? Con quỷ này nó xài cái roi kìa. Chưa?
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Alfalfa. Let's continue our discussion.
Figured out something already, Miss Jade? But where is Miss Topaz?
Topaz has something else to take care of. You'll be seeing her later. Talks can still continue between the two of us.
Is it just me, miss? Your tone sounds very different now.
I need to set a good example for my junior. It's not a good habit to be too loose-lipped during negotiations, right? Now we can speak frankly and openly. Do you believe what I said, Odie? You're not the only merchant who has seen the changes in the cosmic market over the past 10 Amber Eras.
Interesting. Now that's interesting. Good. It's good to be straightforward. Openness and transparency are my things. So, tell me, what's your next move?
Unfortunately, I'd like to speak the harsh truth before laying out my plan. Let's cut to the chase. First, your plan won't work. Penacony has no way of sidestepping the IPC and going public. Second, you can't stop the IPC from entering Penacony. We've got all the time and connections in the world to find a way in. We'll keep tearing down and rebuilding this place until the Asdana system gets used to the IPC's ways again. Now, I'm repeating your words exactly. If you don't want to be a laughingstock and have everyone gunning for you at the official conference, you'd better drop your little pie-in-the-sky plan.
Oh, interesting. Indeed. You surely have a way with words. Now, I'm curious to know what you have up your sleeve.
Mr. Alfalfa, let's not forget that the IPC controls the biggest interstellar publicity platform. More than half the news networks in the universe take their orders from us. The moment news spreads about Penacony going public, trillions of customers will immediately receive a message like this. The family's protection for Penacony has expired. Any mishaps in the dreamscape could result in permanent brain death. Care to guess how many ways we have to turn alfalfa credits into worthless junk within a measly 24 system hours? With the entire cosmos keeping a close eye on Penacony, I assure you, it won't be too hard.
You really think you can pull that off?
Even from Pier Point, as distant as it may be, I'm more than capable of keeping you on a tight leash. However, if you agree to give up that half-baked plan to go public, the IPC will assure you that we'll never jeopardize the interests of the family heads under your leadership. After all, we also need allies here in Asdana. The IPC can assist Penacony with financing, starting by acquiring 30% equity shares. With our financial support, stabilizing and rebuilding Penacony will be a piece of cake.
30% equity, you say? Who can guarantee you won't want more in the future?
That's the brilliant part of it all. The answer is simple. No one. There are no guarantees. It all hinges on self-awareness and mutual respect. However, the board of directors will consider the interests of the family heads to some extent. You're a smart merchant, old Odie. Isn't the whole purpose of this elaborate game to showcase your business acumen and seek more benefits for the family? It benefits
Vậy là
us
thủ đoạn
if
thương
we
mại đó hả?
both take a step back.
Mấy trò hề
And if
hước đây
that's
là
not
thủ
enough
đoạn
for
thương
you,
mại đó hả?
I'm pretty sure that another goal of making
Ôi,
Penacony go
cười thật.
public is to expand the influence of the planet of festivities and attract more customers.
Thật là mệt mỏi.
I understand your concern, and I have a solution for that too.
Thôi qua đi.
Fine.
Qua đi, qua đi, qua đi.
Go ahead.
When I was a child, the Order
Mẹ
and the
ơi.
preservation...
The answer is simpler than you. With each new word by then, all
Ah.
our intention is this universe.
All right.
Then let's continue our
Thấy chưa? Thương nhân này, thương nhân nọ. Ôi, việc cáo già các kiểu rồi cuối cùng làm sao? Nói được 3 câu là xong
I've
rồi.
heard so much about you.
Vậy thương nhân này
I believe everyone
sống mấy mươi
here
đời rồi đó.
The eyepiece. While this decision isn't, while the nameless didn't,
Có
the
bỏ
entire
qua
crew
được
has,
không?
of course, all the path of harmony and Penacony.
Cái gì là đàm phán rồi hả? Trời ơi. Ai, câu chuyện này là ngây thơ. Trời ơi, cái game này có thể đầu voi đuôi chuột tới mức độ nào nữa vậy trời.
Don't you dare embarrass me. Is that all? Hardly worth the bother.
Ai. Vì là thương nhân sống mấy chục kỷ rồi đó.
Services do you require?
Hòa hợp lấp ló ẩn nấp được các kiểu. Rồi rốt cuộc trong hòa hợp rồi toàn là mấy thứ không hòa hợp không à. Hay chúng ta coi nhân vật
Old
này.
OT is in agreement, so the issue is settled, I presume. What about the remaining family heads?
They will soon realize the situation. When old Odie answered the last question, he represented more than just the Alfalfa family.
When should we schedule the formal negotiations? I'll handle the arrangements.
It's all up to you. I'll step back and let you handle the negotiations and takeover. I won't be involved.
But Miss Jade, this is...
Aventurine initiated this case, and you were his project partner. If that kid hadn't overplayed his hand, I wouldn't have been pushed to the forefront. I came here today to help you sort out the toughest issue. I trust you'll be able to wrap things up quite nicely, little Yelena.
Of course, there won't be any problems. And please, give Diamond my assurance.
Don't worry. Diamond has always trusted us. I'll put in a good word for you, and you'll have your P-45 position back in no time. Radiant Feldspar. What a fantastic ship. Now that my business is done...
You want...
Opportunities like this... Well, I'll take my leave. A pawn shop can't run without a boss. See you around, Topaz.
Ai, ngay cả công ty xây dựng cũng càng ngày càng tệ.
Go ahead.
Mấy con quỷ này giữ một phần của bảo hộ nhưng mà cũng chả có tiếng nói gì lắm ở trong công ty. Rồi về góp cuộc lãnh đạo công ty mạnh tới mức nào. Không giữ đá bảo hộ không chị? Thì giữ cái gì? Hả? Hay là nắm đầu bảo hộ? Có ngồi lên đầu bảo hộ luôn được không? Càng xem cốt truyện càng chán.
Sneaking in was way easier than I thought. The family's secure. So, this is the Radiant Felds, a pawn shop that grants wishes. Is there really a place like that on the ship? I'll find out for myself if the rumors are true or not.
So this is the legendary.
Xem ra là vì ảnh hưởng của Genshin nên là mình rất lão quái cho cái game này.
Is that him? Huh. Vanished in the blink of an eye. So the Astral Express is here too.
The Charmony Festival has really been postponed.
What happened in Penacony? Inspection complete. Nothing suspicious.
I heard the IPC's higher-ups are all here.
Cứ đi mình đi dạo bắt chim một chút nhá, vì có vào trong kia thì cũng nách thôi. Thì
No
mọi người
danger
thấy
detected.
là
But never let your guard down.
càng phân tích thì lại càng thấy cốt truyện. Cái trò này nó đi vào bế tắc, mặc dù Penacony là một hành trình mới, một hành tinh mới. Ban đầu thì cái yếu tố vẫn chưa có rõ ràng và còn nhiều tranh cãi, nhiều đồn đoán. Cũng câu chuyện chưa có định hình thì trò chơi này ít nhất cũng có gì đó cuốn hút, nhưng mà khi câu chuyện đã định hình rồi, mọi thứ dần rõ ràng rồi, thì cái người đứng ra nên được nhắc tới hay những nhân vật mà mọi người quan tâm, ví dụ Sinh đây và Robin, hay là những nhân vật chủ chốt của phe trật tự thì lại không được đào sâu, mà chúng ta lại cứ đi quan tâm chuyện ở tương lai cái hành tinh này như thế nào. Đó, nhiệm vụ chúng ta là Stellaron, chúng ta đi phong ấn nó thôi. Còn hành tinh thì như thế nào, số phận nó như thế nào thì tự các phe định đoạt. Đây cũng là của gia tộc mà, nhưng mà cuối cùng thì sao? Chúng ta cứ nhảy ra vào những lúc mà gọi là như thế nào không biết nói luôn. Giống như là câu chuyện đã giảng tuồng giống chúng ta đang đi ăn hôi ấy, và chúng ta đang làm cái hình thức gì đó tự quảng cáo, tự đánh bóng, mặc dù ngoài miệng thì nói chúng ta không ảnh hưởng, không tham gia, nhưng cuối cùng cuộc vui nào, cuộc chia ly nào cũng có chúng ta trong đó. Rồi các phe phái lại phải cảm ơn, lại phải lại lọc ân tình với chúng ta. Không có chúng ta thì câu chuyện có tiếp diễn hay không? Chúng ta toàn đóng vai phụ thôi.
By the way, there's one more thing. Mr. Alfalfa and I discussed it. I'll present a gift to the Astral Express on behalf of the family as a token of gratitude for the nameless's contributions to Penacony. Please help me with the necessary arrangements.
Right away, Miss Robin.
Can I ask you something?
Oh, greetings, miss. Is there anything I can help you with?
Do you know how to get to the pawn shop?
Trời,
Pawn shop. Ah, you must be talking about Lady Bonajade's place, right? I heard she offers special services there. I've marked the pawn shop's location on your device. Please feel free to check it out.
Lady Bonajade. I think I've heard that name somewhere before. Was it from Silverwolf? Come to think of it, she disappeared after mentioning that she was going to meet with the Genius Society. I wonder how things turned out for her.
Welcome to Bonajade Exchange, Radiant Feldspar branch. How should I address you, dear lady?
Just call me Samuel.
Samuel. Nice name. So what do you need, Miss Samuel? And what are you willing to give up in return?
I want to keep on living. And for that, I'm willing to give up everything I have.
Everything you have?
That's right. Everything.
Miss Samuel, I think you'd best turn around. It seems you're not quite familiar with the term pawn.
What do you mean?
I mean it literally. I sense your burning desire to live, but unfortunately, you don't have anything of equal value to offer.
Okay. A pawn shop that grants wishes. I see. It's just a marketing gimmick.
Well, that's quite a harsh accusation. I understand you may not fully comprehend what I mean, but don't worry. I'll help you understand. Go and talk to these people. They're all customers of my pawn shop. See for yourself if their wishes have come true. Once you've done that, come back to me. I'll help you understand the true meaning of pawn and make you realize what you're missing.
That Lady Bonajade feels more like a money lender rather than the owner of a pawn shop. Well, I've got...
Which one should I pop? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dan Heng and Void Ranger Jive. Don't change the words.
No, it's not the best time to do that.
Giờ dễ thương quá, hai đứa đi chơi với nhau kìa.
I'll catch up with you later.
Trời ơi, Nguyên Mai quay luôn. Giống con bị bà do nèm á. Trời ơi, ghê thật, ghê thật, ghê thật. Ghê thật, ghê thật. Em gì mà lộ liễu thế?
Looks good. You stupid little girl. Coming back to lose more money, huh?
Enough talk. Let's get started. This will be our final game. I'm betting my entire fortune.
Oh, a big talker, huh? All right, let's see what you've got.
Rồi, của mình chơi game. Chịu luôn chưa? Dí thật. Gì đó hả?
I actually won!
Đúng rồi, tao chơi mà.
This can't be. You lost to me 10 times in a row. How could I possibly lose to you at such a crucial moment?
It's true. Lady Bonajade has truly blessed me. Finally, my luck has turned for the better. Great new era for Stacy. The master gambler has arrived.
rồi. Adventuring phiên bản NPC. Nó chạy xuống là
A pleasure to meet you.
I've prepared a gift for you, Dorothy. Check this out.
Whoa! What a beautiful necklace! Is it made of cymophane? It's stunning. How did you know I love jewelry made of cymophane? It has the same purple hue as the necklace my dad gave my mom. I've never told anyone about it. How did you find out, Del?
Well, will you go out with me?
I will.
Really? I mean, really?
I never said yes before because I thought you had no idea what I liked. But this gift made me realize you were actually paying attention all along, trying to learn everything about me. So yes, I will.
Wonderful. My wish has actually come true. So, shall we go, Dorothy? Let's go outside and enjoy the stunning views of the 12 hours.
Yeah, let's go.
Just like the golden years.
Looks good. Is that all?
Hey, did you see that?
The gray-haired one outside.
Don't look around, just focus on your drink. Seriously, they look like a total lunatic.
Is that him?
Ở sao bên kia mới đi chơi với đàn hàng, bên đây đi chơi với mắt rồi. Đâu mà phân thân được hay gì?
Chirp, chirp. Origami bird. Hey, little birdie.
Come on. Well, calm down already. Everyone's staring at you.
No, it's not the best time to do that. Sorry. I'll catch up with you later.
Không có là cậu à?
No, it's not. Sorry.
Looks good.
I've got him. He's been hiding at the moment of soul in Penacony, using a fake identity. And he even posed as a professor at Paperfold Academy. I've made a deal with the family. We'll leave the extradition-related paperwork to you. How'd I find him? Well, let's just say I had some help from an influential figure. Don't ask for the details. 22 years. Yeah. 22 years of chasing this guy all over the cosmos. You know, never thought it'd end up like this. Right here. I'm gonna hang up for now, partner. I need to raise a glass to myself.
All of their wishes actually did come true. But I just don't understand. How did she do it? And what does pawn really mean? I should go back and ask.
Watch yourself.
So you're back, Miss Samuel.
Yeah. I found those people. And it seems their wishes did come true after visiting the Bonajade Exchange. But I'm not sure what you want me to see. They all seem to be living fulfilled lives.
Not so fast. This step was just to show you that the Bonajade Exchange is genuine. That I had the power to grant their wishes. And now, I'll tell you the price they paid. Dell was from a wealthy family. He was head over heels for Dorothy and wanted to win her heart. So he made a deal with me. He put up his entire fortune in exchange for a gift that would impress Dorothy. It was a piece of cake for me, thanks to my IPC connections. However, Dell will soon find himself evicted from the dreamscape because he can't afford his room. Whether he can bounce back from poverty, well, that depends on him.
Tào lao. Vậy nó không tự đi điều tra được hả?
The relationship from crumbling. Then there's Stacy, a lady with a gambling addiction. She wanted some serious luck, but she had nothing to offer. So I took something else instead. I took away all her close relationships. From the moment she stepped out of the Bonajade Exchange, every casino in the cosmos would remember her name. But her parents and siblings would sever ties with her. And it would be impossible.
Rồi sao mày cấm cả thế giới không có quen biết nhỏ đó hả?
She will accrue a vast wealth due to her good luck. But she'll never be able to use it for the people who truly matter to her.
Nó cũng có cần đâu.
As for Detective Walker, he spent 2 decades chasing down a wanted criminal for some heinous crime. But he never caught the guy. In his desperation, he
Bắt
came
người
to
trong
me.
vũ trụ, đây là trò
He offered
hề.
his own memory system as collateral. In due time, his memories as a detective will be erased, and he will completely forget his own identity and all the sacrifices he has made. Interesting, don't you think? I fulfill people's desires and grant them favors, and soon they come back to me with even greater desires. When people see others' desires get fulfilled, they develop their own desires. It seems like an endless cycle, but it does have a goal.
Mà vấn đề là mày không phải là
I
thánh.
will get what I desire.
Sao mày có thể thực hiện hết yêu cầu của những người đó? Mày cũng phải đi làm mà. Không lẽ mày rảnh kháng tới vậy sao?
Do you understand what you must give
Lại
up,
nhảm.
Miss Samuel?
Rồi làm qua đi. Mệt quá dài dòng.
AR-267.
I'm not surprised.
You are much calmer than I expected. Entropy loss syndrome. Truly an unjust misfortune, isn't it? The higher-ups in Glamoth implemented such a failsafe within the genes of their warriors, just to make sure the Republic's most powerful weapons wouldn't fall into the wrong hands. As for the price, Those Iron Cavalries weren't exactly seen as regular, independent humans, so there wasn't really a price to be paid. However, you are different. You're now a Stellaron hunter, a living being named Firefly. Naturally, you want to continue your existence, but with the firmament front gone, the people who know the secret and can cure
Rồi
the
mày là
disease
chúa, mày
are
trên
nowhere
trời
to be
miễn
found.
xuống mày trị được.
Are you suggesting that the IPC has a remedy?
Well, there might be a silver lining. That's all I can say for now.
Ủa rồi sao mày không toàn năng nữa đi?
I see. It's no wonder you said I can't provide anything of equal value. Because nothing I own holds any meaning. So, you're going to ask me to personally restrain my partners to ensure my own survival?
Unfortunately, that's not quite the case. Partners. A nice way to put it. Now I'm even more curious about the Stellaron Hunters. Each of you has your own identity and a special bond with each other. It's strong and intimate, and yet it allows for independence. Just as the 10 Stonehearts follow Diamond, you follow your own leader. I wonder what they are like, and if all Stellaron Hunters are like you. Traveling on the path of finality, but struggling against your destiny. Attempting to move in the opposite direction. I really hope that one day, all of you will come and visit my pawn shop. I'll be waiting patiently for that day.
Can I see this as an invitation? From Diamond to the Stellaron Hunters while keeping the IPC in the dark?
Consider it more of a personal offer from myself. It doesn't represent the IPC or the Strategic Investment Department.
The Stellaron Hunters have interacted with the IPC, but not the 10 Stonehearts. Our paths have never crossed. As for your offer, I can pass it along to my partners. But I have a question. You know who I am. And you must know that my partner is keeping an eye on this room. If she wanted to, she could let the entirety of Pierpoint know about it within a few mere seconds. What drives you to take such a risk and extend this invitation on behalf of Diamond, even if it could lead to your downfall?
Simply put, you and I are the same. However, unlike you Stellaron Hunters or the Astral Express, we band together merely to obtain what we want. Each of us has our own past and destined ends, and on this journey, we have been invited by Diamond to join him. This journey could be either brief or long, as each of us carries a void in our hearts that can only be filled from the outside. So, Diamond made us a promise to divide the power of the Emanator of Preservation into 10 pieces and give each of us a cornerstone to fill that void. Mortal flesh is fragile, yet my heart is unyielding like the monolith. For without this resolve, the way of preservation would fade into oblivion. So, you understand? This pledge goes beyond a mere oath. It's our collateral in exchange for opportunities, wealth, survival, and a future. And whatever we gain from it will fortify the Stonehearts in return, allowing us to achieve the great cause of the preservation when the war among the eons eventually comes.
I understand.
Take your time, child. You don't need to give me an immediate answer. Like I said, patience is one of my greatest strengths.
If fate turns that page, our paths will cross again. It's a shame, though, that this pawn shop can't give me what I desire. my last attempt in Penacony. Well, it ends with hope.
Lady Bonajade? I've come to deliver the collaterals promised.
Turns out, the meeting to decide the future of Penacony went much smoother than expected, with little debate. Oh, the Charmony Festival's opening ceremony is starting soon. I should head down and take a look. This airship has quite a few treasures. A bountiful harvest.
Ah, yes. I remember you. Your performance at Herta's space station was adequate, I suppose. No wonder that gambler likes you so much. The Intelligentsia Guild assigned me to be an invigilator for the IPC's ambassadors. Nothing more than an errand from the Office of Academic Affairs. Very well. The Charmony Festival is about to commence soon. Take advantage of this unique opportunity. The blend of work and play is essential for superior knowledge absorption. The executives of the IPC and the Guild say that we are strategic partners. Yet, from my perspective, I am invariably the teacher, and he, along with you and every other individual, is the student. From
Mày đóng
this
nổi người ta.
perspective, Aventurine isn't what you'd call an ideal student. Yet, he's also not utterly obtuse. Alas, the void within him can never be filled by talent and knowledge. Let's hope he doesn't turn into a philosophical zombie. Saying such a thing merely indicates that you have not truly grasped the essence of learning. The principle of balancing
Mày không
work
những nói
and
nhiều mà còn tào lao
relaxation
nữa.
is scientifically grounded, with the relevant proof process detailed on page 20.
Chắc không có mày thế giới mới tồn tại được ha. Hay mặt trời sẽ xung quanh mày, các hành tinh sẽ xung quanh mày, mà là cái rúng của vũ trụ. Trời ơi. Bởi vậy á, tri thức không thèm nhìn tới mày là đúng rồi. Vì mày tầm thường quá mà.
Then you'll excuse.
Mệt mỏi. Gặp ai của mày đặt dạy dỗ người ta. Cái ngữ gì đâu á. Cái sầm lông gì vậy trời. Ủa rồi nãy không ở mũi thuyền đi, rồi tự nhiên chạy xuống đây làm chi, rồi vòng vòng tấm lá như vậy. Phiền phức quá vậy. Sẵn tới đây rồi thì giải đố đi.
Is that all? The festival hasn't started. Let's take a quick break.
Hi, we meet again.
Who's that?
It's really you. I knew I didn't get the wrong person. It was you. I saw you opening treasure chests, hitting balloons, and playing dreamy slots. I don't think I'm mistaken, right? There's still some time before the Charmony Festival starts. Do you want to chat?
Không.
Two murder cases, a showdown with the IPC's ambassadors, the legacy of the Nameless, and a remnant of the Order who wishes to replace an eon-created paradise with a dream. You guys even ended up shattering the dream. It's truly been quite a vacation.
Anh không thích chơi với đồ giả cưng, không có chơi với đồ mũ, đồ sắt. Chơi với người thiệt à.
After the Charmony Festival's opening, will you guys be leaving again?
Đừng đi chỗ khác đi.
There will always be some before joining the Stellaron hunt, so I'll pay extra. Yes, sadly I was looking in the wrong place. But I did reap some rewards. Do you know Miss Jade from the IPC's Strategic Investment Department? Bonajade Exchange. She told me her price. But... no. But what she... of course, I want to live on. Speaking of which, even the smallest of... yes. To me, hiding...
It's that girl! Get moving! Arrest that criminal before the Charmony Festival's opening ceremony starts!
I can't believe they've chased me this far. Looks like we have to say our goodbye. The script hasn't reached its
Rồi
end.
đi lẹ đi đồ mũ, đồ sắt. Đi lẹ đi con phế liệu.
Hope she's okay. But if it's only those two hounds again, I'll send a message later to check it.
Rồi đừng đi quýnh lột nha con. Ổn thiệt chứ.
Let's take a seat here.
Đúng rồi, đừng làm quan tâm tới mấy con ấy nữa. Đừng làm quan tâm tới mấy con phế liệu lên nữa. Nhắn gì kệ mày, không có chơi với đồ phế liệu.
Looks like I don't have to worry.
Hey, Miss Robin!
Distinguished guests, fellow family members, it's a pleasure to join you all in celebrating the grandest ceremony of the Amber Era, the Charmony Festival. Firstly, on behalf of the... and on behalf of myself.
Trời, có hát có chút xíu mà đã 3 tháng rồi mới nghe. Thì là mệt mỏi mà không biết có được nghe không.
As you all may have noticed, this year's Charmony Festival is far from regular. Thanks to the efforts of everyone. Not only that, we invite you to express your warmest applause and deepest appreciation for OT Alfalfa. Head. What makes this festival so unique? Thanks to the hard work of Penacony's internal and external factions, we've finally gotten the dreamscape back on track, just in time for the Charmony Festival. And finally, the last reason. Does everyone remember the Watchmaker? In truth, the father of Penacony. In the most bewildering times of the planet of festivities, it was he who descended from the sky with his companions, who taught us through trailblazing. It can be said that Penacony's splendid success today is deeply rooted in the trailblazing ethos the Watchmaker planted within us. Only by honoring this trailblazing spirit can we fulfill our mission.
Aww, that's so nice of her. She's talking about us. Oh, come on. It doesn't matter if she's talking.
And now, the sweet dream is back on track. All thanks to the trailblaze, of course.
Đâu? Cảm ơn xối xả hết trơn luôn. Trong khi những người bỏ mạng ra thì chả được nói tới.
On behalf of all family, I wonder. We will transfer ownership of the Radiant Feldspar to the Astral Express. A meager appreciation. Let us gift our applause and cheers to these brave and dauntless nameless.
Nameless, nameless, nameless.
Ủa gì vậy? Đang trên đất hòa hợp á. Làm phản hả?
Cheers. Cheers.
To make a decision like that. This little bird is no less capable than her brother.
All's well, all's well. Right. But have you forgotten someone, my gray-haired friend? I put a bomb on this ship. You have 10 minutes to find it. Better hurry.
When did this get shoved into my hands? There's still so many.
Mẹ ơi, một tay được đây là bảo vệ rất là tốt. Và đây là cam kết rất là nhiều để sức mạnh của hòa hợp gia trì cuối cùng như bãi rác vậy đó, ai cũng xả nhã gì tự nhiên đó.
All set. Let's start.
You finally arrived, oh great gray-haired little one. I'm the constable
Không
around
dám
these
bé
parts.
nhỏ.
And right now,
I'm posing as a bomb. I'm about to explode, and that's all you're concerned about? All right, now that you've found me, it's my turn to complete my mission. Next, I'll count up 5, 4, 1. Is it really that important? I'm not even a real mom. Was it surprising, shocking, horrifying?
At least I made some progress.
Rồi cái này là do cái gì biết không? Cái này là do bọn Đeo nó bị ngu, quên nó con bắt hồ rồi, nên là cố gắng nhét một cốt truyện khiên cưỡng vào để cho con quỷ này lên sân. Tại vì nó thì cũng đã ra banner rồi, nhưng góp mặt vào câu chuyện thì không có nha. Đấy, khổ chưa là khổ. Đấy đi, mày nổ gì thì cứ nổ đi, còn tao thì cứ nhẹ nhàng tìm bớt nó. Đấy, mày nổ trước để tao tìm hết quân trước. Tụi bay thật là rảnh.
We meet again. I am Penacony's famed detective. Got yourself into a pickle? Bomb. Drat. It completely slipped my mind. I need your help, mister. You've had quite a few run-ins with Dr. Boom. And with the first case is the so glad factor. The second case is those are all the details. I trust in your deduction. Wrong answer. These two cases don't mention bombs. Were you in that? Oh, gray hair, gray hair. It's been so long. But seeing as you've put in so much effort, I'll throw you a bone. The bomb's not. by the laughter, to think you've seen through my disguise. How shameful. Did Uncle Parker not teach you properly? I'm on to you. This evil city has but if you wish to defeat me.
No dirty tricks. Still the same one.
The test.
Dreams do come true. Let the show begin!
Destined for oblivion. Again.
Watch your head. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
To think I was defeated by the despicable. Hello, lovely actor. You can call me the director doll. I often use this name in film credits. If you didn't know, I'm the one who directed the entire actually due to the current plot. It's all my fault for being duped by the masked fools. The screenplay was written by someone named Miss Who knew that there was no since you're done asking questions, but don't fret.
Not much time left.
Còn kịp thì sao, mà không còn kịp thì sao?
So you found me! No, I meant to say thank you, Tweet! What? You can't tell? I'm the origami doll, Tweet! Actually, there are 998 more dolls that can pack a punch just like me on the Radiant Feldspar, Tweet! Please call them back to the golden sparkle tree. As for that imaginary neutron bomb you built, don't interrupt me. I know you never mentioned those 3 words to me before. Well, the bomb isn't here. Minutes, 46 seconds. 28 minutes, 45 seconds.
You're here! The masked fools? Huh. So this really was their doing.
Since you're here, I'll just keep it short. Just over half an hour ago, I received a message from an unknown sender and rushed here as soon as I could.
27 minutes, 52 seconds. 27 minutes, 51 seconds.
The Sweet Dream has lost the protection of the Order. If it were to blow up here, the consequences would be unfathomable. I've scrutinized it for a long time, but the bomb's design is incredibly unique, as if it's been locked by some mysterious path force. Apart from its creator, I fear no one knows how to deactivate it. Actually, there might be another way. Do you still remember? The script said that I will experience death 3 times in the Land of Dreams. I think this moment heralds the 3rd time. You may already know that I have no way of evoking dreams. I employ a Stellaron Hunter's special method in order to enter dreams. As
Chết
long
thì chết
as I
lẹ
can
đi,
bear the
mệt
pain of the
quá.
Memoria pressure, I'll be able to dive into the primal memory zone beyond the dream. I will take this bomb into the depths of the dreamscape, as deep as possible. Don't worry. I believe that this Firefly armor will be enough to take me to where I need to go before the countdown ends. And maybe even make it back safe. At present, this is our best and most logical course of action. After all, a long story deserves a happy end. I have some words to share with you, though they were spoken to me by Miss Acheron. She said that the so-called impossible. At the moment, there are so many things that seem impossible. But are they really never going to happen? Maybe it's just that the moment to whether it be a literal ending, suffering akin to death, or a harrowing deathscape. Before the appointed destination arrives, they are all the same. That when that moment arrives for us to make a choice, the answer to our... It is not destiny that shapes us, but we who shape. The Astral Express and the Stellaron Hunters are like light and shadow. We walk on different paths, intertwined, moving forward and growing together. Maybe the end is predestined, but it is not today.
Since things are going too well, let's speed up the countdown.
Human life is short, just like fireflies to a flame. So if you have an answer in your heart, always remember, don't leave with any regrets. We have this right, don't we?
Since you care so much about other people's safety, why don't you go take a closer look?
You see, everything is possible in this land of dreams. We each came here with our own goals and realized them in unimaginable ways. Regardless if the result was a sweet illusion or a bitter reality. It was an answer we longed for, day and night. So, why do people choose to slumber? I think it's as you said. Because in the end, we will wake up from our dreams.
Ôi.
When I arrived, I happened to see a child holding it. He said the flowers were prepared by Aunt Jessie for the watchmaker and the war comrade he'd missed his whole life. Mikhail would place 2 bunches of flowers here year after year. And after he left, it became 3. Your wishes will always be remembered by someone. Now, Penacony, as you hoped, has welcomed the dawn after a long, dark night. The path forward may not be a bed of roses, but at least people are prepared to step forth towards freedom. Tiernan, you can go home now. While the Nameless are also preparing for the next stop of their voyage.
But before leaving, we still have one last thing to do.
Còn chết hay sao sống thì hồn ở đây.
History fictionologist is nowhere to be found in Penacony, disappearing just as quietly as when he first showed up. I believe he must have come here at the end, to bid farewell to his nameless friends. Similarly, I'm sure you all have plenty you want to say to them. A fitting end to the tale of the departed. One could not ask for a better farewell. Go on. They're all here.
Honestly, when I heard the conductor's request, I was pretty surprised. The Nameless. Those who trailblaze, doing good deeds but never seeking recognition. After all this time, how would we even find those 3 people in such a vast place like Penacony? But it seems, in the land of the dreams, anything is indeed possible.
History may not remember the names of the dead, but the stars will attest to their journeys. The first glimmer of light in the prolonged night often illuminates little, as it is fleeting in the darkness too vast. But because of this, people will remember. As long as something shines in the night sky, then when the first star falls, countless more will follow, streaking across the horizon. Brooklyn Tiernan, Rosalina J. and Estella, we raise a toast to you, trailblazers of the Silver Rail. A toast to history that no longer remains silent. The passionate and courageous pursuit, and a voyage that traverses the stars.
That statue. It wasn't here last time.
Looks like this is the last riddle that Mr. Gallagher left for us. In the end, we still failed to figure out his true identity, or if he was even a living person.
What should I say? I mean, this guy is definitely a history fictionologist, all right. I'm suddenly reminded of the time at the theme park when he said he was only 13 years old. Either way, he's an enigmatic. At least our journey together in Penacony was real enough. And his loyalty and love for this land must have been real too, right? Gallagher, we raise a toast to you, the slumbering hound. To the festival's invitation, to all lies and the singular truth. If we ever meet again, please don't talk in riddles. If we ever meet again, please don't talk.
Is the Astro Express ready to depart Penacony?
Apologies, Mr. Mika, that we are only now bidding you farewell.
Oh, that's all right. You've all done so much for the Watchmaker, and we are forever indebted. Allow me, as the representative of Dreamflux Reef, to make another toast to all the nameless.
What will the people of Dreamflux Reef do now?
Many will continue to live here. Those accustomed to being awake will mostly have a hard time getting used to a life of darkness with their eyes closed. Though the order has faded, there must be someone to watch over this primal memory zone. Penacony's nights are long, and there are many who are still far from a good night's sleep. As for the sweet dream over there, we're still managing without it, aren't we?
Mika and residents of Dreamflux Reef, we raise a toast to you, watchers of the long dream. To your tenacity throughout time, to each sorrowful night, and to the dawn that is finally upon us.
In the end, we still came full circle. This trailblazing expedition started from the moment you and a bellboy ran into each other. After going on a journey of many twists and turns, they still ended up where they started. Just like a clock's hands that turn round and round, the start and end of each day will always land on 12 o'clock, the advent of time moving forward. There shouldn't be much left to say. This entire adventure started because of you, and should naturally end with you. And then, a new page will be turned. Mikhail Char Legwork, we raise a toast to you, watchmaker of the land of the dreams, nameless of the Astral Express. To Penacony's past, present, future, and the child's unwavering dream unto death.
With that, our duty as nameless should be complete, right?
The trailblaze can illuminate the way. But ultimately, the future of a world belongs to those who live in it.
I still feel that Mr. Mikhail must have really wanted to witness this day himself.
What's on your mind, March?
Just a strange feeling. I had it a few stops ago, but it's super strong this time.
Why not talk about it? Maybe everyone's thinking the same thing.
I can't help but think that whether it's Mr. Mikhail, Mr. Tiernan, or Madame Rosalina, their lives must have been long, and they must have experienced plenty of stories. They were also young once, stumbling and bumbling around just like us, getting into but those things are all in the past. It's rare that I'm this serious. Can't you just humor me for once? Sheesh. It'll be easier to understand if I use an analogy. Like when you're reading a book. If one of its characters keeps running into obstacles and experiences an ending full of regrets, we're bound to feel a
Câu
bit
này đã
mixed
nói
about it.
rồi. Đúng rồi, tâm cảnh vô hạn.
To me, it's because we've seen every nook and cranny of their lives. So, even if there are parts of it that aren't really realistic nor logical, we still hope that their story gets a good ending when it comes. But what if they and we aren't really that special? When Mr. Mikhail sat in this chair,
waiting for the Astral Express to arrive every day. What was he thinking? And if, at the end of his life, he could still firmly say he...
Hay không là chuyện của ổng, mày lo mày đi.
This regret we feel in our hearts right now.
I think each and every one of us is searching. The universe is vast, and our lives are but specks. The trailblaze never ends, but against the backdrop of the cosmos, the average person's lifelong... But it is in this minuscule distance that paths cross, and countless worlds connect. The universe may not remember every person who leaves a time, as long as we remember.
Sao lại không nhớ? Mày là một phần của vũ trụ thì tất nhiên vũ trụ phải nhớ chứ.
And what Mr. McHale has left for us is his answer to this very question. It may not be perfect, and its meaning will be interpreted by those who come after.
It's not...
This is what trailblazing is.
Sure. I'm really sorry for...
It's never a bad thing to reflect. One day we'll...
But before that, we still have a long way...
So the most important thing right now is to tell the conductor what we saw in Penacony. Then prepare ourselves.
I should get back to the Express. Or maybe I could say my final goodbye to Acheron.
Do you still remember when we first arrived in Penacony? Ah. In that case, I must apologize for my rudeness. Do you remember when we first met? Because of the Self-Annihilator's curse, my memories are stripped away, blurring my past. And after our journey together, what I originally thought were familiar feelings were merely illusions. What do you mean? It's improbable that you've crossed paths with my past self. What I mean is, there is nothing left to retrace there. Only nihility. I see. You've also had a similar experience?
Đúng rồi, mấy con bay ở trong vũ trụ khác đó.
This me and your memory of me.
Con lôi thần, con không biết nấu ăn.
Long ago, I too was like you, with irreplaceable companions. We also embarked on journeys, making the best choices we could, whenever we could.
Chọn nào là đúng đắn nhất?
Unfortunately, we didn't achieve the outcome we wanted. But moments like this, in this universe, there exist countless worlds that are similar yet different. And I too have wandered alone, encountering acquaintances on strange worlds, seeing them. In your opinion, what does this déjà vu mean? Attachment, desire, longing. I believe it's not something external, but perhaps it's a source of warmth and happiness. Or maybe it brings pain and sorrow. Each time we reminisce on our past, we always seem to notice a tiny but unforgettable instant that is a summary of our lives, encapsulating everything about us in these moments. Proof of our shared path. Within them, we glimpse our own essence. And thus, just like everyone in the story, hurtling onwards along the path of destiny with passion and courage for the things that breathe meaning into their lives. Set forth on your voyage without hesitation, even if the ending has been predetermined. But before that, on the road towards the end, there are still many things that... And because of this, This, all those things, beautiful before, are still so. It will still bloom at the end of the nihility. Until...
Gì khóc rồi.
There. Chin up, Pom-Pom.
Wow. Your method of consolation is truly unsophisticated.
Still better than just standing there like a scarecrow. How could you say that? Don't be so mean. And while you're here, why don't you help me comfort Pom-Pom? We told Pom-Pom all about our adventure, and they suddenly started crying.
The conductor never cries. Pom-Pom is just angry. Yeah, and no matter where the express stops, you lot always manage to cause chaos. My well-thought-out timetable completely ignored. If you carry on like this, that's right. Pom-Pom is just angry. It's not because of...
It's okay. Oh, everyone, could you all take a break in the next car? Don't worry.
But...
Let's go, March.
It's okay. Oh, Pom-Pom, just let it all out.
Đi chơi với đàn hàng thôi.
I never expected Pom-Pom would be so...
Those three nameless must have meant a lot to Pom-Pom.
No one knows exactly when Pom-Pom boarded the express, but one can surmise that their journey has been filled with the fact that they're crying so hard is probably a good sign. It proves that Pom-Pom's emotions leave it to Himiko. Well, they were a little emotional at the time, but since you joined us, the Express has stayed longer than anticipated at every stop along the way. And to ensure that everyone always makes it back on board, Pom-Pom has had no choice but to...
I see. No wonder I can regularly hear Pom-Pom pacing anxiously up and down the corridor.
Turns out Pom-Pom's been silently putting in...
Different from typical vehicles, the Astral Express converts every trailblaze into the energy it needs to run. Ideally, as long as trailblazing expeditions continue without interruption, the Express will receive a... But, because of our previous encounters, fuel is being used up much faster than expected.
Only 2 more? Isn't that super... When you put it like that, it doesn't actually sound too bad. But I don't even want to become an adorable ice cube floating around in space again.
Which also means that we must prudently consider our...
Yes, I've already checked the astral charts. The 2 nearest worlds to... As for which one we're headed to...
Or perhaps you might consider a suggestion. Everyone, we meet again.
It's you! Why were you just in my room?
It's a very cute room, Miss March. Just like you.
Memo Keeper, let's put aside how you managed to sneak past everyone.
I accidentally overheard how the Express obtains fuel. I just wanted to chat with everyone to see if we could work.
Please speak candidly. Depending on what you say, we could very well ask you to disembark.
Ah, the Permanence's descendant. What a charming little dragon. Especially with those mired memories of yours. But I digress. If the Astral Express is in urgent need of a special trailblaze, have you all considered this? Perhaps your destination could be a world that even the renowned Aki... Should you be able to lay down a new stretch of silver rail, The Express may never have to worry about it.
Trailblazing to a world that even Akivilli has...
Continue, Memo Keeper. This
A world that many across the universe don't even know. A world hidden away from outside observation. Its presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. A world fettered by 3 paths. Its destiny hanging in the balance. The eternal land, Amphorius.
I hope I'm not too late, child.
I wasn't expecting it to be you.
Don't you know how many sentry posts the family has built? And how hard it is to get you out of here?
Looks like my time's up.
What do you mean? What time?
Negotiation, interrogation, or death. My fate lies entirely in your... The dance is done. Why bother with the compassionate...
Despite your fall from grace, you still look well. I'm very glad to see that you're so full of verve.
Do not insult my pride with half-veiled sarcasm. Have you specially come to see me just to sate your vile vanity?
Oh, of course
Hơi
not.
trật tự đâu,
I
không
merely
dễ
came to
lên.
fulfill your younger sister's wishes. To offer you a generous trade. That is, if you're willing to accept.
Robin?
To build a true haven where everyone can attain peace. That's the oath between you siblings, isn't it? If I told you there was still a chance to realize this vow, would you be willing to talk to me then? I recognize the gravity of this question, which is why you don't have to answer me right now. Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds, sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
Vậy
As
thì
I
cho là cái
mentioned
gì đó đây
earlier,
đi.
it's a
Đánh đổi đi.
trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer. Ah, a word of advice for you before we part ways. A word of warning from someone who's been in your shoes before. Life is too short to miss out on golden opportunities.
Rồi xong câu chuyện kết thúc rồi ha, rất chán, hiền phớt. Rồi tiền ở đâu ra? Ở tàu có mấy con người hả? Có thể làm ra tiền sao?